Hello, ladies and danglers. Welcome to What the Fish, presented by Balls Deep Tackle. I am your host.
These nuts. Ha! Got him! Ha! What the fuck?
So we're recording now. That's the podcast. Let's go. I don't even think we should do a countdown.
This is Darth Vader.
This is Captain Hook.
Coming at you straight from the Balls Deep headquarters out of Erection, California.
Is that a real city?
No, we're actually in Erection, Georgia right now.
Is that a real city?
It should be.
We can only use real city names. Okay, so Black Pipe, South Dakota. That's where we are.
The old Black Pipe.
That's where we're recording from, is Black Pipe, South Dakota.
Yeah.
No comeback for that.
No, because once you go there, there's no coming back.
There's no coming back. Once you go to, yeah.
I'm glad you got that one.
All right, so we have officially offended half our audience.
Nah.
Bruh.
Hopefully people aren't offended by the time they get to our podcast.
I know.
That'd be weird.
If you're this far in, you should know what's coming.
Your balls deep. You're in the deep of the woods. Deep in the woods of the Balls Deep headquarter podcast.
So on this episode, we're going to get into a little bit of a who are the hosts, tell you a little bit about ourselves, get into some cool stuff. We also got some serious news, some fishing news, some would you rather.
Would you rather?
Yep. And we have a new sponsor today. You're going to love them. So we're going to jump right into the fishing news with Darth Vader.
All right, cool.
Execute Order 66.
All right, getting after the news. Order 66. We have a little bit of breaking news. Actually, it's not even that breaking, but it's breaking to the Balls Deep podcast.
Uh-oh.
So, this woman, I don't even know what state park this was. I guess this is just world news, but she tried to take a picture with a bear. And let's see, it says, bear lunges at woman who got too close in attempt to take a photo. Who does that? Who tries to take, like, she looked like she was, like, some kind of a model and was doing it for the gram, you know, is what the youth say these days.
This is in Romania, apparently. Did she get the picture?
Romania. She was probably high on that Romania lettuce, if you know what I mean. Trying to take a picture of with the bear. So the bear, she gets actually pretty close. Like I said, this woman looks like she's some kind of Instagram maybe model or something. So
oh, wow.
She's got like some kind of professional like photographer there with her.
What the heck?
Yeah, so she gets close. Probably about, I don't know, what would you say, like 6 feet away, if that, 5 feet?
Well, I'm trying to watch a video, but there's a stupid ad.
Yeah, that'd suck. But anyways, she gets close, about 5 feet, and then she tries to take a step closer, and that's when the bear lunges at her.
Oh,
it's
my
like,
goodness.
Dude, like, back off.
It's like, hey, I'm not even hungry right now, but if I were,
I would.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, I just saw it. Yeah,
That's a pretty big bear. I mean,
Dude.
that bear could do damage. It could eat her alive.
I know. It's just like, hey, go away. Like, it just lunged at her like,
not
hey, you're
worth
just
it,
kind of
folks.
close. Yeah.
Folks out there, it is not worth it to...
I mean, she got a picture. She's like 6 feet away from the bear, social distancing and everything.
Yeah,
You know?
but she looks like a model, so if that bear mauled her, it would definitely end her career pretty quickly.
Yeah, this bear is like, hey, don't get closer than 6 feet, you idiots. I don't want coronavirus.
Social distance, you freaking human being.
You smelly pink
I
sack
don't
of
want to
animal.
get transfer from you.
You gross, hairless freaking monkey.
That bear doesn't care about any lives.
No. No lives matter.
No
I'm
lives.
If I were hungry, you would be in my
It
stomach.
doesn't matter what race you are, that bear will eat you.
All right, quote from the lady. I have to film it. Look how... Oh, no. This is from one of the people recording from her car. The lady goes, oh, my gosh, I have to film it. Look how she is holding her hand, stupid girl. Referring to the woman clutching something in her group as she approaches the bear. Some have just suggested she was trying to offer the wild creature food. Like, oh, yeah, here's some nuts when I'm clearly more nutritious.
Yeah, and so heading to over to another news article, this lady, this was actually probably a week ago, but she was trying to take a picture with a bison, and she got gored. It says Yellowstone National Park, after getting within 10 feet to take photos, this lady got gored by a bison to death.
Oh my gosh. He's like, get out of here, Bison.
Oh, it says a 72-year-old unnamed woman got within 10 feet of a bison. Wow. The woman sustained multiple goring wounds.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's sad, but at the same time, it's like, what's going on here? Why are we taking pictures with bison?
Okay, so in her defense, like, my wife wants bison. Like, we want to have land with some bison. And I'm like, that's kind of weird because she thinks we're kind of like cows. And, like, there's plenty of videos of people just hanging out with the bison. Like, hey, it's kind of cool with my bison.
So
she may have, like, just had a lifelong experience of gentle bison, and she just met the one wrong gorilla ass.
So I got really close friends. They actually have a bison. Their parents own a bison ranch. And these creatures are not docile. They are not... You're not supposed to go within anywhere near, especially when they're breeding, and there's seasons where the males will actually fight each other.
Yeah, dude, these are yoked. Oh my gosh, they're ripped.
Yeah, so what happens, and there's actually really good, I think it's National Geographic, where these two, the male bisons, the top dogs, will fight each other. They won't eat. They'll just fight each other for days and days until one gives up. And essentially... The dominant male will mate with the females, and then after so much energy gets put into it, the male actually dies.
What the heck?
Yeah, or he can. The heart just gives out from him fighting, and then having so much sex with the other female bison. The dominant male just dies, and that's how it is in the wild.
Freaking legend.
But these wild bison, they are just not. They are very territorial creatures, and especially if it's a male. You have to be very careful. At the minimum, it says, senior bison biologist Chris, whatever his last name is warning guests to stay at least 25 yards away from wildlife and to move, run away, or find cover if they approach or charge.
Yeah, no shit.
So, in a bison's skull, it's made to destroy another male bison. So, these creatures are not to be trifled with, folks.
No, yeah, you would think that's obvious.
It'll get you.
Apparently not when you're from California.
I guess folks think that all animals are just completely docile.
Oh, it's just it's like a fat squirrel. It's very
they're like, oh, this is cuddly looking creature. I'll get standing right next. No, prayers to that family out there. But Jesus, somebody tell these people out there.
Somebody send your T's and P's.
You have to respect the wildlife. All right. Like, I'm not going to sit next to a giant lion and take a picture.
I know.
Hex to the nah. All right, so let's see here.
It's like, what were you thinking?
No, don't do
that. All right, last big news article here. A nurse gets sentenced after getting 8 out of 10 level drunk on a plane and scratching friend's face.
That's a little docile.
Judge described this woman as every passenger's worst nightmare.
A court in England sentenced a woman to community service after she reportedly became too drunk and created havoc on a plane. She allegedly scratched one other passenger in the face and left at least one child on the flight traumatized.
I mean...
Now keep in mind, this is England, so it could have been that she just like...
People like to drink in England.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, I mean, drunk person on a plane, no big deal, right? Drunk person scratching folks on a plane, you've gone too far.
That's like 80% almost to Al-Qaeda. So she had allegedly drunk a bottle of duty-free vodka with 2 friends and was later described as being 8 out of 10 drunk.
She probably was double fisting at that point. And I don't mean that kind of double fisting. I'm talking Edward Scissorhands just... probably down. I mean, how did she get that drunk on an airplane?
Yeah, that's something right there. The pilot reportedly considered diverting the plane due to the disturbance. Wow. Why not just like punch her really hard?
Yeah, that's what's wrong with society these days is you can't really just punch anybody in the face anymore. I mean, within reason. Somebody's at the grocery store, they're acting a fool, they're, being ridiculous and maybe even destroying property, you should be able to punch them in the face and
I-
say, "Hey, stop that."
Yeah, I heard there's a really one of my favorite quotes from Mike Tyson. He says, "Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it." Mike Tyson.
Yes, exactly. I mean, people have gone too far. They think they're internet warriors over here, and thinking that they're social justice warriors or something. I don't know. It all ties in together. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
All right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right,
Okay,
all right,
yeah.
yeah,
All
okay.
right. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
story,
Next.
bro.
Next.
Nice story. Cool story.
Next.
All right.
Next.
Let's save those for later.
That's
I
good
think-
news.
Yeah, it is. We'll kind of let's try to call this dude real quick. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's give him a ring. Let's
So
give him a little ring-a-ling.
We have a customer who's going to be on the podcast. His name is Tuzzy Festicles. Very creative name. He did not confirm a booking time, so we're just going to call him, see what happens. Maybe he has a funny voicemail. I don't know. So we're just going to call and be like, hey, what's up? You remember us, you dirty dangler? Let me get his phone number. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see if he answers. This is how unprofessional of a show we are. We don't even have confirmed guests. We just call.
We just call random.
Yeah,
we
we're
open the phone book and then call random folks.
We just go to our customers list and pick a random number. Like, hey, you want to be on the show? Sure. Well, you're on the show. So.
Yeah, we actually do have a application form for people that have a funny story to tell.
Yeah, if you go to ballsdeeptackle/WTF, you'll see a link there for, fill out
Do they have to put .com in there?
No, it's just ballsdeeptackle.com /WTF,
Please
and there's a
leave
link
message
to
after the tone.
go
After
to
you
our
leave the message,
application.
You can modify it by pressing pound.
All right.
Hey, this is Captain Hook from the What the Fish podcast. We thought we'd give you a call to be on the podcast, but you're live on air. You're just not here. What happened?
And this is Darth Vader. We will find you. I'm just kidding. We won't do that.
Wait,
That's
yeah,
weird.
that's weird.
All right. Well,
Well,
we-
we're live on air. You just didn't show up for the show.
we're sad. You could have got maybe a free shirt, maybe a gift card or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
Missed out on it.
All right. Well, we thought we'd say hi.
Well, check out the podcast later because it's going to be funny.
Yeah, you are officially on the podcast. It's just not you. It's
not
just your phone
in
number.
physical form.
All
so.
right. He'll get that voice and be like, "What the hell?"
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
that's the level of professionalism you can expect from this podcast. Is we will maybe call you randomly.
Did you see that Rocky Balboa statue went 15 rounds against Riders?
Whoa! What are we talking about here? Hang on, let me get. Okay.
Yeah. I was just, seeing
That was
if you heard
random.
about that. Yeah.
I did not hear about that. What happened?
Yeah, so apparently everybody knows the Rocky movies, the Rocky Balboa.
What city was this in?
It was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
They came after they came after Andrew Jackson, and they came for Ulysses S. Grant. Then they came after the Fonz for some reason, but finally they came after the ultimate racist statue, the famous monument to Rocky Balboa.
Oh my gosh.
But the Rocky Balboa statue held true. 15 rounds, went the distance, fought, wore his Captain America shorts, and apparently won.
Have you ever heard of the Bill Burr Philadelphia incident?
No.
So Bill Burr is a hilarious stand-up comedian, and he goes to Philadelphia. I guess it's a show where, they're booing every comedian, and then he gets up there and he's like, "I'm sick of this BS," and then he goes on like a 10-minute rant on Philadelphia, and at one part in the bit he says, "Your most famous person and statue is Rocky Balboa. He's not even a real person. That's how shitty of a city this is, that your hero is not even a real person." And I was like, "Oh man, that's epic. That's hilarious."
That is pretty funny.
And I'm going to link that video in the description because it's probably the best comedy clip I've ever seen. It makes me laugh every time.
To Rocky Balboa's rescue, or at least on the flip side, it was based off a true story.
Really?
I mean,
Not
yeah.
Really not really.
Yeah, it was based. It's real. It's real life.
It is real life.
It's about as real as WWE, but it's real. It's real.
Yep.
It's really happened.
All right, so I'm on Rocky's side there. You can go Rocky. All right, what's our next one?
Rock. Hey, yo, Rock.
I'm gonna read this one. I have not read this my first time. So the headline is Atheists Launch No Lives Matter Movement. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
A group. So you've read this one, right? Let's see if I have that one. Do I have it there? Yeah, there it is. A group of atheists, along with some agnostics, announced on Tuesday a new socio-political movement consistent with their worldview called No Lives Matter. According to sources, organizers for NLM have planned numerous rallies to protest other rallies claiming that lives matter. The organization's mission statement defines the group as people motivated by the belief that all human lives are equally meaningless. That's pretty good.
It says,
That's
quote,
pretty good.
unquote, since we are just random accidents of evolution and our so-called moral truths are just biochemical reactions in our brain, no human lives or any lives at all actually matter.
Yeah, that actually.
Said prominent atheist Richard Dawkins, speaking for NLM. That is comical.
That is pretty comical.
Go suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick. Suck a dick, suck a huge or small.
Never gets old.
Never.
Do we have some records? Looks like we have some records to announce by yours truly, Darth Vader.
We got some records.
Yeah, I see a few little articles you put here on the agenda. Do you want to announce any state records?
Oh, yeah, those records. Okay.
The records, do
I was like, did we break some records?
we will
Are
never.
we that famous already?
No, we broke record for
We're
the most
famous.
the most hated
The
fishing
most
brand ever.
unfamous fishing. The most unfamous podcast. All right,
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll start off with the smaller record here. A Maine angler smashed a state record with nearly 40-pound lake trout catch after a long battle. So this dude was fishing for salmon apparently, and he should have been using balls deep sinkers for the love of God. I mean, come on, folks.
Come on,
like,
man.
what are you thinking not using? Our patented sleek design, shiny, just drives the fish nuts sinkers. All right, so anyways, this guy was fishing. He let out 150 yards of lead core line to target the fish at the bottom of the lower Richardson Lake last week. Soon he felt something catch, and the fight ensued. So the fish, obviously, he battled this fish for like an hour and a half, and said this guy said it felt like 2 days, which rightly so. 40-pound fish, especially on a, I don't know what kind of rig this guy was using, but I mean, it would have been a battle. So, anyways, 40-pound fish is a 40-pound fish. So, congrats to that guy. Just obliterated the state record. So, good for him. Should have been using balls deep sinkers, though. I don't know what that guy was thinking. He would have got applause, yeah. But, so anyways, the next one was a lady in the Gulf Coast hooks a 851-pound blue marlin,
Holy
setting possible records not only for Alabama, but for the Gulf of Mexico
That's impressive.
by a woman.
That's
That
not the
is
right sound.
It's crazy.
There we go. This is the music for this one.
This is like you hooked a fish, and that's the feeling.
Oh my gosh.
That adrenaline rush. Oh my! I couldn't even imagine
If
an
you-
851-pound creature on your line, and
That's bigger than a bear, I think. Hang on. Let me look up bear weight because
that marlin could kill a bear.
wow.
It looks like Moby Dick.
A brown bear can weigh a polar bear weighs 1,000 pounds. This freaking marlin is the size of a polar bear
It is.
and bigger than an American black bear, which gets up to 700.
It looks like a narwhal. What do they call whale?
Yeah, so
it's
you
like
just-
so big.
you just pull in this freaking 900-pound animal
So this thing,
with a stick.
I mean,
With a stick.
I mean, catching one of these things, you have help, and it looks like she might be with some family and things like that. So, Man, that would have been a huge fight, and I'm sure she's the one that hooked it, and then her family, friends, and guides, fishing guides. I'm sure they helped, but that thing is a absolute just monster of a fish. There's I don't even have words how big that fish is.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture. Like,
You could easily fit inside that fish
you could wear that fish as a costume.
as a suit, and cut little eye holes, and wear it around.
That would be impressive.
Yeah, I would stuff it and then put it on my wall and then make it a room inside the fish. And then if somebody broke in my house, I'd jump inside my fish.
Well, yeah, be your own little safe room.
It's a safe room, and
Yeah.
nobody would even know.
No. You know what I would do? I would use it as a gun safe. So
Yeah.
stuff it and then have, one of those like drawers that slides out of the bottom.
I
And
would-
you just have like 5 rifles right there.
Or picture this. You have somebody break in the house. You outfit your fish, your stuffed fish. You outfit it with laser beam eyes. So when the criminal walks into the living room or wherever and that giant marlin's eyes start glowing red, that burglar is going to be like, I'm out.
Oh man,
That's a big fish, and I'm scared.
I don't know if I have any ominous noises here. Yeah,
I would even rig it up with speakers and play that exact
it would play
soundtrack.
that noise right there.
And then just the eyes glow red and shoot laser beams out of it.
Would you rather catch? So it's okay. So would you rather? Okay, I got a question for you. Would you rather catch one big ass marlin like this, or, would you rather catch this one big marlin and never catch another fish, or only catch dinkers for the rest of your life?
Ooh. So I only have the choice of catching a marlin or dinkers for the rest of my life?
You can only catch this marlin, and never again, or only dinkers that are like tiny.
Man,
Tiny to less than average.
that is a tough choice because you're talking about state record, Gulf of Mexico breaking,
But
record.
whether you never fish again or you try fishing, but you just literally
couldn't-
never catch another fish.
So now we're not even catching any fish.
No, you're not catching any fish after this marlin ever again, or you
Or
only
the
catch
dinkers.
dinkers.
Well, if we're talking, a shark dinker or a grouper
I'm
dinker,
talking about like
then I'm okay with
pound
that.
fish, like little tiny fish.
That would suck balls. I would probably stick with the dinkers, to be honest.
Really?
I mean, it would be cool to own a state record, but I mean, I speak for a large majority of people out there that still want to go fishing for the fun aspect of it. I think I'd be frustrated if I would never caught another fish again.
Yeah. Oh, I guess.
I think I'd go mad or insane. I think I'd jump off of a bridge into a soft landing pad. So then I wouldn't die.
So I guess
Just kidding.
we have a new segment now. It's called Would You Rather, and I got another one for you. Okay, so if it was me, oh man, that's a tough one. So if I was answering the same question, oh man, that's tough.
It's a tough one.
I would go for the marlin because that's like legend status. I could sell merchandise. I could be like world famous.
The Marlin Master.
The Marlin Master, brand it,
And people would walk up to you
and then all
like,
you gotta do is just sell fishing.
what have you been fishing for lately? And then you'd be like, I can't catch any fish.
Yeah, as long as that picture's not time stamped.
You'd be like a one-hit wonder.
well, you can just take that same picture and just keep photoshopping different fish, and then just be an expert and start selling courses on fishing.
You could, or you could do that, or yeah.
All right, I got one for you. Would you rather never catch another fish or become a 4-foot midget?
Never catch a fish or become a 4-foot midget. That's a tough choice. How about I turn it on you? Let's you answer the question first. Is that what a 4-foot midget sounds like?
Trying to run.
What would you do?
Oh man. I would choose probably. I don't want to be a midget. I would choose to never catch another fish. I like being able to change light bulbs without a ladder.
Hey, yeah.
That's very underrated.
it's tough. It would be tough.
And
I would not want to be a midget, nor would never want to not catch a fish. But
And if you were, even if you were a midget, catching fish would be tough because every fish automatically doubles in size trying to pull that thing in.
hey, that's
You're not pulling in.
That's
an
not a
800
bad thing.
You're not pulling in an 851-foot marlin as a 4-footer.
1,600 foot.
And just imagine
pound.
having to carry a permanent stool around just to pay at the counter for your food.
That would be not great.
And then not to mention trying to do a podcast, and everything I do just sounds like this. It's like, hey guys, I want to be a part of the podcast too. hey,
Yeah.
you gotta get me a smaller mic stand. I need one that's like not as tall. Hey guys. No, your voice would go down too. Like, hey guys, hey, I want to be a part of the group.
I would probably not want to be a midget. I'll ttell you that much.
And half of all amusement park rides would instantly be inaccessible.
Yeah, because you could slip out to your death.
Yeah. Oh man, having to get custom fitted clothes because I don't want to wear a shirt that says "My dad went balls deep," made for a 3-year-old.
Yeah, that would be awful shopping in the kids section. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
You have to answer though. This is a real question.
I couldn't tell you. I'm undecided.
We cannot.
I'll think about it.
No, we cannot move on until you answer.
I'll think about it. I think I'd be maybe a midget and add prosthetic limbs, so I'm a regular sized again. Like I would shave off my feet and then put prosthetics on, so I become like a machine.
Wow, you took an unexpected turn there.
So then, like as a machine, then I'm like the Terminator, and I terminate all the fish in the water by catching them. Kind of like Darth Vader, like a suit, like he was missing his legs and his arms. I would go that direction. So.
All right, so
I would wear a Darth Vader suit.
It's
because I'm Darth Vader, so it's perfect.
All right, well, lock it in.
Lock in. We're locked in.
Hey, that post that we posted. So, for the radio audience, which is all of you,
what other audience are we talking to right now?
For the non mass produced TV audience. We posted a video. It's a giant grouper, like massive grouper, on the side of a boat, and it says, "Name that fish, wrong names only." So I wanted to go through some of the comments because these are freaking hilarious. So what would you say that how big is this? It's like at least a 6 to 8 foot long grouper.
It's really long, yeah, at least 6-7 feet, and then it is probably like around 400.
So I'm gonna name some of my favorite comments from it because it got over 150 comments. And the first one that I see, it says, "It's called the George Floyd fish. Why? Easy. It can't breathe. Ha ha ha, I win."
I like this one right here. It says, "It's a Karen fish getting ready to go off on the boaters for not wearing a mask." I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
All right, so there was one that was freaking great. I'm trying to remember.
There's the Pelosi fish.
There,
When she gets to drinking, she takes the other fish in her mouth.
oh my gosh. Here's one. That's a hog. So obviously her name is Rosie O'Donnell.
That one cracked me up real nice and good.
Oh, here's a good one. Pretty sure that's an immature southern gooch. Oh man. Oh man, that just the word gooch makes me laugh.
Long-nosed carpet stroker.
Oh, it's a dick lips fish.
Somebody said, "Kyle, he looks like he punches holes in drywall."
Ah. That's a 64-ounce big gulp.
Carol Baskin's fish.
That bitch, Carol Baskins.
Somebody said BLM, big-lipped mother. That's a good one.
Let's see.
I think that's pretty much all the funny ones.
I know there's so many to go through. Once again, we did not even read these. We read 2 or 3 of them before, but we did not prepare for the show. That's how professional.
That's about accurate, but
obviously it's a bubble guppy.
Bubble guppy.
That's pretty good.
Bluegill. A bluegill.
It's a singing Billy Bass commercial.
An oversized bluegill.
It's a clownfish that wanted to touch the butt.
I don't even know.
Finding
I don't know
Nemo.
what that means, but it's funny.
Finding Nemo. I'm gonna touch the butt.
I'm gonna touch the butt.
If you haven't seen Finding Nemo, okay, let me find that group. Let me find that clip. I don't even know if we can play this clip or not.
Saved your life. Oh, you guys made me eat. That is. Oh, Sandy Plankin saw one. He said it was called a butt. Wow, that's a pretty big butt. Oh, look at me. I'm gonna go touch the butt. Oh yeah. Let's see you get closer. Okay.
All right, so that's the butt. I'm gonna touch the butt, and this son of a bitch, he actually did it. What a legend. He's like, hey guys, I'm a 1,000-pound fish. They're not gonna do anything.
Nope.
But he got caught. He got.
He got caught.
Looks like he caught. Looks like they caught the grouper because they caught another fish that's smaller, and he was trying to eat it.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, there's a little fish, and this grouper went balls deep on that fish.
Of course, they are probably using it as bait.
Oh, you think?
Just some bait, yeah.
Cool. Well, leave it to good old Darth Vader to ruin the joke.
It'll happen.
All right.
What about the? Let's see here.
Well, before we get to that, we have to get to our sponsor.
Oh yeah.
So we have a new sponsor today. They, with the whole coronavirus thing and all the shutdown, they're really hurting right now. So we got a sponsor straight. It's just the city of Las Vegas trying to get more people to come in. Hey, they need a lot of people to come in, and right now Las Vegas is a ghost town. So once this all shutdown thing is over, you guys need to go check out Las Vegas. We're gonna play a little ad from them real quick.
Okay.
Cuthbert Tweezle works hard and long at his job
Okay.
as a duck call tester.
Okay.
Yes, for hours on end. Duck call after duck call undergoes Cuthbert's careful scrutiny.
Okay.
Being a duck call tester is occasionally interesting,
Ooh, defective.
but most of the time it's as pathetically dull as it sounds.
Okay.
So one day this week, in a rare display of spontaneity, Cuthbert Tweezle escaped. To Las Vegas! Las Vegas! You can be there tomorrow. There are flights every nanosecond practically. Las Vegas! It's amazing, it's exciting, it's glamorous as heck, and way more fun than working. Hey, why not? Call your travel agent and get your to Las Vegas.
Okay.
A mental health tip from the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority.
Nice.
All right, so that was not a real sponsor. We just I just found it funny, and I thought it'd be good to put in there.
Yeah. I wonder how duck testers would how they're going about this whole, if they're having to be restricted from duck call testing.
They probably just have like rubber lips.
They have rubber. They just have fake rubber lips, and then they blow on the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen? Well, there's Duck Dynasty. They make duck calls.
Do they really test everyone?
I think they.
I feel like there would have to be like a contraption where like you put it on the mouth and it blows air.
I mean, I doubt they do that currently in this climate, but they do make duck calls. I've seen the show. It features them. They're making the duck calls. I'm sure they have a process now, but
They have something. They have something.
they have rubber lips.
Rubber. Suck these rubber lips. I don't know.
Blow on these lips.
All right, so with that in mind, our real sponsor, which is Balls Deep Tackle /offensive. If you go to ballsdeeptackle.com/offensive, it will forward you to our collection of our most offensive shirts on the website, and they are funny, including These Nuts Matter, Bats Lives Matter, our fine collection of Suck These Nuts apparel, and anything else you want to offend your neighbors with.
Freedom of speech.
I was really hoping we could have the guest on today because I remember we had a pretty good story on his application, right?
Yeah, I don't remember though.
Let me look it up. Was he the butthole fishing pole guy?
That sounds interesting, but I'm not sure. Well, what does that entail? What's buttholes and poles entail?
Oh, I'm not gonna ruin the story for him.
All right, yeah, don't ruin that. That sounds gold.
Oh.
Or it sounds a little weird.
Yeah, very weird. All right, so. Oh, this must be him. First name penis, last name long. What's your favorite thing about Balls Deep Tackle? You love me long time. What is a funny story you'd like to share? It says Vietnam hookers love me long time. What day and time? This is weird. What day and times are you available? Midnight, winky face. This guy's a legend.
Yeah, that's a real applicant
Yeah,
right there.
his number is 1-800-DICK-MEAT. I don't know what's going on, but that's why we couldn't get a hold of him.
Sounds like something somebody would write on a urinal at a gas station.
This guy. Well, I sure hope we get him on the show soon because we gotta find out more about this legend of a human being.
He sounds like a some kind of a legend there.
Yeah, is he a troll?
Could be,
Troll in the dungeon?
or he could be the real deal.
I think we just blew up people's eardrums. No. Okay, no. Okay. I don't know what else to talk about.
Yeah, we'll call that a wrap after that. Da-da-da.
We'll call that a wrap.
Call it a wrap.
Call it a wrap. Rap, rappity, rap, rap, rap.